we go. We're going to crack on with the last two stories of the news before we get the most amazing lady up on the show. She's going to be talking about everything to do with the history of sex. Where's it all come from? In fact, shall I read from the book? Don't read from the book. I can't remember what film that is from, but I'm going to read you a little poem because these poems are so cool. There was a young man of Bombay who fashioned a cunt out of clay, but the heat of his prick turned it into a brick, and he chafed his foreskin away. Not that I'm deviant in the point that I like a bit of pain on a man, but I thought that was really funny. I'm going to read, all right, I'll read one more out. Okay. Right, if I get these words wrong, you'll have to excuse me. You know what I'm like. Okay. Fucksters, you that would be happy, have a care of cunts that clap ye. Scape disease of evil tar soul, gout and fistula in arsehole. I have no idea. But these are the things that we're going to... Goosebumps was the bowl. Is that not a book? I don't know. Let me read you out one more. And then no, I'm not. I'm saving him. Otherwise, we're going to have no good juicy bits to be able to talk about when we get Kate online. Because I know Kate's watching. Hi, Kate. Super excited to chat to you in just... 13 minutes. It's going to be awesome, but I'm going to carry on with a very peculiar story, and I feel sorry for any guys that's listening to this. If you want to cover your bits whilst listening to this, I would recommend doing so now, because you may get a small squint in your eye or a little bit of tears. I don't know. Man who had erection for 2 days had to undergo an operation as he thought his penis would actually die. Elliot, sorry, I'm not laughing. Elliot Rosita, 41, from Bristol, begged doctors for help with a bigger than usual erection, and he was told he'd never have one again unless he went for this operation. A man had to have an operation on his penis after fearing it would die during a 2-day erection. He was in excruciating pain when it happened while he was on holiday in Nice in France. Surgeons there eventually warned Elliot he would never be able to have an erection again if he didn't undergo the procedure. A hole was cut into the base of his penis to drain out blood and finally restore it to its normal size after 36 hours of discomfort. Is all the gents crossing their legs? I thought it would never go away. It was bigger than usual erection and wouldn't stop throbbing. I've never experienced pain like it, the occupational therapist of Bristol said. It was caused by a rare reaction to coming off painkillers. Let me just turn this down because I can hear myself echoing. It was caused by a rare reaction to coming off painkillers, doctor said. Elliot was taking codeine, oxycodone, and morphine sulfate after tearing a leg ligament in a skiing accident some 7 years ago. Oh my God, wouldn't he not have been off his face? But Elliot, who is childless, is feared for his fertility. He continued, "It was absolutely agony, and I was terrified. I couldn't let any clothes touch it. That's how painful it was. The doctors basically said my penis would die if I didn't have an operation. I would like to have children at some point and wondered if I'd get the chance to." So what is a parapism? Parapism is a long-lasting, painful erection that can cause permanent damage to your penis if it's not treated quickly. It may get better on its own within 2 hours, but if it lasts longer, then you should call 999 or go to A&E immediately for urgent treatment. An erection that lasts this long needs to be treated in hospital as soon as possible to avoid permanent damage. To reduce the erection, the NHS says men could try peeing, having a warm bath. I'm sorry. Okay, I've got to laugh at this now, guys. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But if you've got an erection and you're peeing, where's it going to go? I don't know. I don't think that's, I don't know. You have to advise me on that, guys. I don't want, please, anybody who's just seen that, I don't want anybody sending me photos of erect penises peeing. That's not a thing. do that on Pornhub with clown porn. That's not what I'm after. Men should not apply ice packs or cold water to the penis because it could make things worse. They should not have sex or masturbate because it won't make the erection go away. And drinking and smoking will also make things worse. But come on, folks, you know, drinking and smoking makes anything worse. The most common cause of a paraprism includes blood thinning medicines, some antidepressants, recreational drugs, and blood disorders. Elliot was unable to be intimate with his girlfriend for 1 month after the surgery, but he said his manhood has worked fine since. The occupational therapist, who is in a relationship with 32-year-old Sarah Willis, admitted his erection just came on in Nice, and it wasn't sexual. So I just want to scroll up because there was just a point in this that I didn't quite get. Let me just go. So it was caused by a rare reaction to coming off painkillers. Ooh, okay. I don't really know the combination mix of codeine, oxycodone, and morphine sulfate together. And I mean, wouldn't a doctor have advised them to come off slowly, wean it off, rather than just taking it all off in one go? Isn't that how long-term medication works? Don't know. If you've got any... It is more embarrassing to start when it's your doctor. What, for you to go to, do you mean, Paul? You'll have to enlighten me on that sentence. I think that if anybody has been affected by any of the stories that we're talking about this evening, whether it be erections or clown porn, then please do get in touch. If you need any advice from NHS, I can supply you with telephone numbers to be able to help you if you should. And now moving on to the final story. Now, I'm so sorry, folks, because this does coincide with the debate question this week, and I know it's a little bit controversial, and that's why we've had so many different interesting comments that have come up. So in the Mirror, the dad-to-be has discovered his pregnant wife is his half-sister, but they want to keep the baby. The couple, who claim to be from England, have been together for 8 years, and they haven't told their mums. A man claims he and his pregnant wife has found out they are actually brother and sister. This was posted on Reddit. The man, 24, from England, claimed the couple had been horrified to discover they are actually half-siblings after 8 years together. The anonymous poster explained he and his wife, 25, had recently learned that they share a biological father. He wrote that he didn't want to reveal how they found out, but adding they had confirmed they were half-siblings via a private DNA test. He explained only that his wife's mum had admitted to him at a rough moment who her daughter's biological father was, and the pieces of the puzzle all fell into place. He added that despite the couple working out the rest, neither spouse's parents knew that they shared a biological father. Then the man wrote on subreddit Relationship Advice, asking for advice on what to do, revealing they were already expecting a child when they found out. He wrote in the post yesterday, "I know incest is against the law, and I'm terrified that we could be found out if anyone looked into our histories, or if they took a DNA sample of our son for genetic testing to make sure he has no health problems, and what could happen to us. I'm not even sure what to do, except maybe ensure that we do not have more biological children, even if our child turns out without a problem, just to be safe, and adopt or something instead." He said his wife didn't believe in abortion, and they both wanted to keep their first child, which is due in March. However, he said they were worried about the legal consequences of having a child in what they now realized would be viewed as an incestuous relationship. The man claims their biological father is still alive, but neither of them wanted anything to do with him, describing him as a, I don't know, shitty person, possibly a shitty person. It's all been beeped out. He went on to explain neither of their mums have named the biological father on their birth certificate, and his wife's mum had a long-term boyfriend who raised her while he had a stepdad, he explained. The man continued that he was unsure if they should tell their parents of their discovery. They were certain they wanted to stay together, he added. He wrote, "Our feelings for each other have not changed, and we do not want to split. We have known each other since starting school and been through some hard times together. I'm afraid of what this might mean for us and our child, and if it means that he would have any health complications in his life. He said both he and his wife didn't have history of illness in their mum's family. The reactions. Well, the man asked the subreddit community for advice, writing, I don't want anyone to find out, so I'm keeping it to a minimum, and I will not let anything separate us, and neither will she. What could happen to us? It's impossible to know whether the anonymity posted ordeal is real. However, the thread contributors showed a lot of concern for the couple's claimed dilemma. Some Redditors weighed in, telling the husband it would be dangerous to continue with the pregnancy, warning of incest, high risk of genetic conditions. Others urged the couple to speak to someone for advice, like a priest. One Redditor, who claimed to be a lawyer with experience in this area, warned the man continuing their sexual relationship risked the potential for jail for committing incest. Others told them never to tell anyone and continue their lives, but avoid having any more children. Oh, I've got little daddy long legs in here. One Redditor wrote, take this knowledge out back, dispatch it quickly, dig a deep hole and bury it. Go forth and love the family that you have become and will remain. But while the replies were mostly very sympathetic, some warned the couple against continuing with the pregnancy. They warned the popularity of home genetic tests like 23andMe could mean the child would one day find out. One Redditor wrote, I know you said that both you and your wife are against abortion, and I can understand it's an awful decision to have to make, but I think you need to seriously consider the lifetime of fear, worry, and potential shame that's going through with the pregnancy will bring. You need to consider the feelings of your potential child and the burden that being a child of incest will have on them. Wow, this is a story. I'm just going to have a look and see where we are with the debate question. Excuse me. Because, I will be honest, this is probably one of the lowest debate questions I've ever seen. And I totally understand in regards to the question that I've asked. Let me put it out there. Okay. So at the moment, would you keep the baby? 42% of you have said yes, while 58% of you have said no. That's interesting. I don't know where I would go with that. I really, really don't. I think I would more than likely have the kit. Gosh, it's such a tricky one. I would have the kit, make sure that the kid's okay. If the kid's okay, then I would then move to another country. And I don't know, maybe get a friend to adopt the child. It's really tricky. I don't know the ins and outs of this. So this is probably why you guys haven't really added much to the conversation either, which I don't blame you. It was quite a challenging one. But yeah, let's do a recap of tonight. We needed a don't know option. You're absolutely right. We really did need a don't know option on tonight's debate question. So let's just do a quick recap. We'll put a song on and then we're going to get the most amazing lady on the show. So the competition, are you ready? I'm going to do the competition sound for you. There is £50 up for grabs. Where is it? Have I got it here? I do. It's competition time. Really simple. All you need to do is guess the voice alongside your fanbait's profile name. Email me at info@rosetalksex. WhatsApp me on +44 7507 232 422. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, here we go.
Just wondering, have you joined up to fanpage yet? No? You better head over there right now and get involved. Easy access. Fanbase.
There we go. There we go, folks. Who do you think that is? No guessing out in the chat room, because if you've got the right answer, you're not going to win £50. It's brand new week. So just to remind you, our wonderful partners of the evening, of course, is the lovely Fanbase. If you want to find out more about them, simply go to fanbase.com. Grab yourself an account, sign up. Really simple.
Introducing Fanbase and Expose X, the only place for adult porn that takes the X on the go. Follow at Expose X on Twitter for the hottest porn, con girls, models, Massage, porn stars, and all the super hot services. Check them out now. Check them out now.
It's really simple. Go to fanbaits.com, grab yourself an account, because